Hi and welcome to Polly Puts a Colour On. In this video we're going to be sharing a flip through of the Mythogoria book Nightmare Cabaret by Fausto Bianchi. Obviously the illustrator's name is there, but as you can see I did manage to pick this up at the absolute bargain price of $5 when I was on holiday in America from a shop called Books A Million. Definitely recommend going to one of those if you have one near you, or if you go on holiday to America and you see one, definitely pop in. They have a massive selection of books, and coming from the UK where we don't have such big bookstores, it was really interesting to see. So I will link it down in the description below. It will be an Amazon affiliate link, but it won't cost you anything extra to purchase that way. So it is the standard kind of Mythogoria size, kind of the same size as the Mythographics, and the pages are perforated, so obviously you do need to be careful so that the book doesn't fall apart. So here we can see there's the title page. Obviously, as usual, they are single-sided and they are incredibly detailed, a lot of them. But for $5, I just couldn't pass it up. And there's such cool, unusual pictures. And I think because of the style of them and how detailed they are, although it might look a little bit intimidating, I'm hoping once you start getting a bit of colour on the page that actually it will all come together quite quickly and you won't need to do too much shading because of all the line work that's already there. That's my hope anyway, because they are a bit more detailed than the books that I usually colour, but they're just so cool. And I have got a page flagged to hopefully colour in October for Halloween. Obviously these are, you know, books that you could colour all year round if you're in the kind of creepy, unusual kind of mood. And they're just, yeah, really cool, really unusual. And it is nice that they're single-sided, so you can, you know, use whatever you fancy and it should be fine. Obviously the paper might wrinkle a bit if you use a lot of water, but at least you've not got to worry about it going through to the other side. So although the pictures are detailed, I do think it's relatively easy to work out what's what. I know sometimes with the Mythogoria mythographic kind of books, they can be that detailed that it's hard to work out what's what and what's going on. But I think actually these ones, it's relatively straightforward to see what's what. It's just the fact that they are a little bit detailed, that, you know, you might need a sharp pencil or fine liners, or if you are going to use an alcohol marker, like I'm hoping I might do, because obviously it is single-sided. I'll need to make sure that I'm very gentle when I colour. If I do use alcohol markers, try and make sure it doesn't bleed past the line work too much. But yeah, there's some brilliant expressions on the faces. This is the one that I've got flagged to do for this month, because I just love the fact that these kind of mice, rats, I'm not sure, to me they're rats, but I suppose they could be mice. It's the fact that it looks like it's them getting their revenge on somebody, like they're turning the little wheel, hurting the person. So I just thought that was like a really cool thing, that it's not the person hurting them, that they're hurting the person. And I don't think, I mean, there's a fair bit going on, but I think actually, you know, there's a wall behind. So obviously like the skull, there's the spikes, there's the face. You know, there's a few little bits with the little screw heads, but actually it looks relatively straightforward to work out what's what. So hoping that I'll be able to get this page coloured in October. So keep a lookout for my October coloured page video, see whether I do get round to it and what colours I decide to go for. I think that'll be my issue, trying to decide what to go for. Well, there are some really unusual pictures. I mean, there's an awful lot of bats there. So I think if I was to colour this page, I'd just choose, probably just do them all the same colour and then try and go in afterwards, you know, try and base them with watercolour pencils or Inktense or something, and then go in with pencils afterwards to try and pick out some of the details, rather than trying to work out which wing belongs to which bat, because I'm not sure as my eyesight's up to working that out. It's a cool one. Again, bats, so you could work out a colour combo that you liked for the bats, make a note of it, and you could use those on a few pages in this book. Another bat, but in a very different kind of, it's much larger there, isn't it? And then we've got, I don't know, a wasp or something there. There's lots of creepy clowns in this book as well. And like I said, like just some really cool expressions. Yeah, you can go absolutely wild with your colours in this book. Like, ew. That's just not nice, is it? Again, we've got rats. So, if you worked out colours that you liked on one of the pages, you can make a note. Always use it again if you wanted to make it a little bit easier. Again, we've got those rats in there. And I think, yeah, that's the last one. So this one is from 2023. Although I don't really keep up to date with Mythogoria or mythographic books, to be honest. All the ones I've got are ones that I've picked up when I've been on holiday in America, and I've picked them all up for like a really reasonable price. So yeah, that is the full flip through of Nightmare Cabaret. Kind of the standard paper that you would expect from these books. And yeah, just such unusual pictures. So like I said, I will link it down in the description below. So please click like, subscribe if you haven't already and you're enjoying this content. Comment below, if you'd like to do a buddy colour, it would be lovely to hear from you. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one.